Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to present on the title Equity and Compassion, the religious court role in protecting women and children from violence based on Islamic values. First of all, my name is Diva Eki Wijaya. I'm from Faculty of Law. This research paper delves into the crucial role religious court in safeguarding the rights of women and children in Indonesia, with a specific focus on violence prevention based on Islamic values. Violence against women and children is a pervasive issue in Indonesia, affecting individuals from all social classes. This paper aims to explore the role of religious court in addressing this problem and protection the rights of women and children by analyzing the legal regulation and decision made by these courts. We can gain insight into the measure taken to eliminate discrimination and ensure justice for victims. Divorce and child rearing cases are highly controversial issue as they are the authority of the religious court, which have extensive direct contact with the interests of women and children. The Supreme Court has enacted Regulation Number 3 of 2017 to focus on protecting the rights of women and children in deciding cases related to law enforcement on the rights of women and children. This research is normative in nature, aiming to know how far the religious court can protect the rights of women and children. The results show that the religious court in this case have protected the rights of women and children through various court regulation and decision. Interagency cooperation is needed to make the protection of women and children rights more effective. And according to Islamic law, protection against violence against women and children is not expressly regulated by text, so it is necessary to apply a law imposed by the ruler or leader of a country called ta'zir punishment. In this application of sanction, this ta'zir punishment was devised in the most effective manner conceivable so that the victim may live his life in safety and peace. Law enforcement is a form of protecting the interests of society, and to safeguard these interests, rules must be a top priority in enforcing the law. Three elements must be considered: the first, justice, interest, and legal certainty. The United Nations Declaration on the Elimination of Violence Against Women defines violence against women and wives as all acts motivated by sexual difference that cause or may cause suffering to women physically, sexually, and psychologically. Domestic violence, particularly physical violence against a wife under PKDRT law, is classified as a crime other than mental or physical and is therefore considered a criminal act. And legal protection effort for victims of violence against women and children are crucial as they represent the right to life and liberation from the system of slavery, legal protection encompasses the protection of human rights, which are eternal and encompassing. Many children have been victims of sexual and economic violence, which is a form of violence experienced by many. The Child Protection Act Article 21 and 25 rather regulate the protection and responsibility of minors, demonstrating the violence against children is closely tied to the cultural values and upbringing of their parents. Yes, the existence of women in Indonesia remains pressures with domestic violence affecting women of all social class, social status, economic status, age, and level of education are not sufficient safeguards against domestic violence. The problem of violence against women is difficult to detect as it is typically associated with a partners of power relation, such as being older in the family, having a superior position, or being an employer. And in conclusion, the inadequacy of legal protection for women and children in Indonesia highlights the need for genuine protection and support for women and children. The Indonesian Constitution guarantees equal protection and certainly under the law and equal treatment before the law. However, women still face discrimination and achieving equality before the law is difficult. The Supreme Court is issuing a regulation to help judges understand and apply gender equality and no discrimination principle when trying case of women against the law. The Supreme Court hopes that this regulation will reduce discriminatory practice based on gender and gender stereotypes in the courts and ensure courts are implemented with integrity and gender sensitiveness. The high rate of violence against women and children is influenced by society limited knowledge of law and human rights, a patriarchal culture that places men prominent position. The justice violence against women and children, economic factor, difficulty accessing legal information, and social stigma. There are four distinct categories of violence against children and women: physical abuse, physical negligence, emotional abuse and neglect, and sexual abuse. Thank you.